All right, people, today seems to be another day in unraveling the mysteries that surround the condition situation about Mohbad's demise. All right, now, today is like, there's also another story today anyway, like we always see it every day. Each day is for one story or the other. All right, today, what happened today is that a friend of Nurse Ogedengbe came out. Yes, the nurse that we know was said to have, given him an injection that led to whatever. And her mother as well came out. Okay, sad to say, from all these things, the analysis I can give as regards this situation is the fact that, first of all, I see three issues here, three major issues. One is the fact that he cried. You understand? That is, I mean, there's a case of, I don't want to be calling the name here on this app. You know what it is. There's that separate case, okay? And there's another separate case of bullying and harassment, or let me just say persecution, as far as that one is concerned. And now there's another case which people are ignoring. Another case of negligence or mismanagement, or whichever way you guys decide to put it. And this is even made more clearly to us. It's more becoming more obvious to us as the stories unfold, except you have not been following the story. Now, this friend of Nurse Ogedengbe, she came out today. She said something. She said a lot of things, but I'll just pick the ones that I really want to pick. The first thing that struck me was when she said before she came back, they had already started to pour water on Mohbad. Okay, she said they were pouring water on Mohbad. And when she asked them that, why did they do that, or they shouldn't have done that, they told her that's what she said. I'm only narrating what she said. I only analyze based on what I see and what I hear. Now, she said that they told her, that means the friends and the wife, that they do that all the time. That sometimes when he faints, that this is not the first time he's been fainting. You understand? That they do pour him water. That's his water therapy that they're giving to him as far as they are concerned. Now, the issue is this. He had that injury for days. The hand was swollen for days. I'm really hammering on the negligence right now because I've talked about a whole lot of things. Now, somebody with such an injury, even if he says he didn't want to go to the hospital, the same energy that was used to take him to the hospital after the situation got worse was the same energy they simply would have used to overpower him to take him to the hospital when the issue was still manageable. You understand? That wound, that thing shouldn't have taken him away from us. That thing, it was too small to take. You understand? If not because of mismanagement, and it is negligence. People are just not taking it, cognizance of it. It is nothing but pure negligence. Okay? Now, you just imagine for a second. Close your eyes and imagine for a second. If it were to be you in the position of those people, be it his wife or the friend, and you see that the hand is like that, I want to put it to you that the first thing you will want to do is to call either the mother or the father and say, Mohbad, so. Mohbad, no one go hospital, so. But nobody did that, unfortunately, until it was too late. Until it was too late. How do you go on pouring water on somebody that already has goosebumps? I beg. You go pouring water on somebody who is having goosebumps and convulsion. Water. If it is true, no be say I talk say it true, but if it is actually true, okay. So now, let's look at something else. Yes, Nurse Ogedengbe also indulged herself in negligence, and not even just negligence, because she wasn't doing anything in a clinical setting, okay. But she was also administering those injections when she wasn't qualified to do so. As the NMA came out to say, I don't talk about what I don't see. As the NMA, that's the nursing whatever medical association, okay? Now, they said she is not a qualified nurse. So that is her own. Now, let's think about it deeply. The injections that she gave, tetanus, antibiotics, and probably procaine or whatever they call it, maybe procaine, penicillin, and thereabout. I don't know. I'm not a medical person, obviously, so I may not really get those names right. Okay? Whatever it is that she gave to him. Now, let's look at it properly. Were those the proper things she was supposed to give under that circumstance? Were those injections given in overdose? Those are the things we need to talk about, too. Were they given in overdose? If it was administered in the regular dosage, and if it is the real treatment for such a thing, or maybe the real management, let's not use that as treatment now, for such a thing, The story may change. That is another narrative. Now, if he reacted, what are the possible substance that he had in him? In those 2 days, they would have given him some sort of medication to die down the pain. Why are we not talking about those 2 days? What were they giving him to relieve his pain in those 2 days? Now, the mother also came out. Of course, you know what mothers will do. This way the mother came out is the way I had expected Mohbad mother to have come out when he was suffering all those persecution. You understand? This mother sees that her daughter is in trouble and she came out. The way Mama Mohbad should have come out to shout to everybody that time they were persecuting him, beating him front, left, right, and center. You understand? Okay, now, she came out. She said a lot of things. She even, she in her own narration had asked that what Nurse Ogedengbe gave to Mohbad, was it supposed to be the right treatment or not? Was it the right dosage or not? And I pick it from there that, madam, that woman, she knew what she was saying. She was right in that aspect. Those 2 days, what were they giving him? Those things out that he was being given. Was he taking it by himself to dull his pain? In which he may have taken something else. I don't know. If it is possible, we don't know what they take. It could be paracetamol. I don't know. If those that were in the house with him for 2 days, if whether they want to pity him and they've been giving him some other drugs, we all know that all this self-medication, people do it a lot. What if those medications were the ones that contraindicated? Or, how do I just speak this big English? The doctors would know how to say it. That interfered with the injections that were given to him. Well then, in that wise, what would be the real cause? Which is why I also blame the Nigerian police for coming out and preempting the autopsy report. It is good that they gave updates. Don't get me wrong. Everybody at that time needed to hear something or the other. You understand? But the real autopsy result was not out. There was supposed to be a preliminary autopsy, toxicology, which they said it takes long. They didn't wait for that. If they could actually determine the cause of death, the cause of, when you are not here anymore. If they could determine that, what was the need in going to, dig him out? Why did they dig him out? Already we know how to do it, so why did they dig him out? That if they know how to do it. So that one, I know jail for that one at all. So we need to wait. Let's see what is in the system. What did it take on that Sunday? If you are cognizant enough, if you people are, how do I say it now? If you notice and you watch all those videos, I'm sure you people saw him taking something like the General Bitters or something. One thing he said, I'm not mentioning the brand, sorry. But he took something in one small green bottle, handed over to him, probably by a stranger, because he was working. He just collected it, drank. If you check my page, you will see it there. I did a screenshot of that particular time he was drinking it in that same attire on that same Sunday. He drank that one and just gave it back, which partly correlates with the story Prime Boy said about him being drunk, because he actually drank something. I saw it. I don't know if you saw it. Now, could those things be a reason why the injection acted the way it did? Could the medication, the treatment, or whether the water treatment they can't tell me it's water they've been pouring on him for those 2 days. They can't tell me that. And they say he faints. If you die, if you go and cry now, people will say a lot of things. Okay? Some may be true and some may be lies. So for them now to come out, he's not here to defend himself, whether he faints all the time or sometimes. But please, we need to use our own brain. Don't let us be following somebody else's brain. Let's check it out sometimes. We are Nigerians. Awu. Okay? So thank you. Follow me as usual for updates or for whatever reason. I take Metro News a lot. Okay? At this point, we will still say RIP to Mohbad. Okay? It's 1 month today. We miss him. We love him and we will love him always. That is why we keep shouting. We need the justice. Okay? The right justice, not the justice that is handed over to us.